Hello and welcome to the Penguin Rundown. I'm your host, Zach Humphreys, and welcome inside the Coaches Court for this week's edition. Men's basketball coming off a tough loss at the University of South Florida. We'll take a look at now their upcoming games. And there you see it now, 6-5 overall are the men. They'll play at Bethune-Cookman on Friday, and then they'll come back home for Marygrove before they jump into the Horizon League. And a tough opponent for them to start. They will be at UIC on Wednesday, January 2nd. And as we flip the page here, UIC, there you see, at the top of the leaderboard at 9-2. Wright State is 8-3. Loyola, they're really hot right now at 7-3. Valparaiso 7-4. That's a very promising team already with 4 losses. We'll see how that plays out. The Vikings come in at 7-4. And we turn the page. Detroit now at 7-5. Youngstown State 6-5. And there you see Green Bay at 4-7. Green Bay actually beat Marquette earlier this week, 49-47. Kiefer Sykes, the good guard for them, scored 20 in that ball game. There you see Milwaukee 3-9 to round it out. It's wide open in the Horizon League, especially with Butler moving to the Atlantic 10. And the YSU women are 7-3 on their early season. Akron comes into town Thursday night. The Zips, of course, a very good team right now as well. They are 8-3. Now let's take a look at last season for YSU defensively. Defensively, the Penguins gave up 68 points per game. This year, right now, they're giving up 58 points per game. It's going to be a tough task to stay at that number come Thursday because the Zips come into town with a very good scorer in Rachel Tecca and a really good offense overall, scoring over 70 points per game. Brandy Brown, of course, for the Penguins. I'm sure you heard that name. She ranks 4th in the nation in double-doubles right now with 7, and she's also in the top 30 in the country in both scoring and rebounding. We'll take a look now at the upcoming schedule for the Penguins. There you see, after Akron, Penguins will play at home versus Bucknell. Then they'll travel on the road at VCU, and then they'll jump into the Horizon League as well, like the men. And the ladies will head to Valparaiso to start their Horizon League slate. Flip the page now. We take a look at the women's basketball standings. Green Bay up top at 7-2, with the Penguins right there at 7-3. Detroit and the Vikings of Cleveland State at 6-4. Wright State 5-5. And we turn the page and see Milwaukee 4-6. Loyola 3-6. Valpo and UIC rounded out at 3-7 and 2-7 respectively. And of course, you can hit the Gwins up on Twitter. That's at YSU Sports. And glad you could join us here in the Coaches Court. We'll see you next week right here on the Penguin Rundown.